13, the penultimate episode of season 2 of Changeling the Dreaming. I love the background, Rob.
We are in
Uh,
trouble.
Yeah, shit's hitting the fan tonight. Which doggy is it? Hey,
I
Bailey.
mean,
I got the other one.
this could go
We
any
marked it
number
on
of
tame,
ways.
so
Let's see what happens. We got some
Puppy.
vampires. We got some holy people coming our way. Shit is about to hit the fan, and Harry, hopefully you don't take another kill from someone. Okay.
I'll try not to. No promises, though.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, what's the point of setting your games in historical eras if you can't change the past?
Of course.
True.
All right, so as a brief recap and to bring everyone up to speed, so it was uncovered last game session that there are some vampires who are not necessarily driving the crusade, but in the nature of all vampires everywhere, they're going to profit off of it. A big concern is the Venetian Crusaders, who are kind of broke. They spent so much money building up their ships that they are completely out of money. And the mysterious Italian ambassador that you met with last session struck a deal where if you got for him what him and his family wanted, that being a collection of saints' relics, you could probably blunt the Venetian forces, at least. And so that's what's going to go down today. So sadly, we are down a panda. She's not feeling well, and we hope she feels better next week, because that's going to be when it gets really spicy.
She's doing cat things with cat people.
Yeah, she's very cut up over the death of her ex-boyfriend, and is mourning
Would you say
him.
she's torn up?
I mean, she's not the one who got torn to
That's
pieces.
true.
But yeah, so she's off screen comforting himself by killing just crazy amounts of mice. Just ungodly mice.
Micing it all up.
I'm sorry?
Micing it all up.
Yes. So, leading into tonight's session, you all receive word that the Crusaders have landed at the city of Zara, and they have sacked it. Now, Zara is a small trading outpost, so they're not super wealthy themselves, but a lot of wealth moves through the city. The Crusaders just decided it's ours now. This has not been without consequence, because the Pope decided to excommunicate every Crusader who participated.
Uh-oh.
Although, that might inspire them even more to get back into the Pope's good graces.
Yup.
Okay.
So, Tori, you receive, at some point over the next couple of days, you receive a message from Alessandro, and it is a list of 4 names and 4 locations.
Okay.
So,
Of those vampires that we got to kill?
well, you're not killing vampires today. You're stealing saints' bones today. I mean,
Right,
unless you want to go kill vampires, you could go kill vampires.
Of course. Saints' Bones. I knew what we were doing.
Okay.
So logically, the first place to steal saints' bones from would be a cathedral of some kind, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Yes. Or a mausoleum.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
So-
cemetery or something like that, yeah.
I have the actual locations, apparently.
Oh,
so
perfect.
Yes.
I could share the locations with you guys. That's cool.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm typing them into chat right now. But so the first location is they want the body, the whole body of Emperor Constantine the First, also called the Great. That is in a it is called the Polyandrian.
Okay. So here's the problem. They're gonna do some shit. Obviously, they're necromancers.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find a way to mess with them.
Hmm.
Nobody can do shit unmessed with, right? So here's what we gotta do.
Hello, what does that even mean?
We gotta
Please.
find similarly sized bones, like a similarly sized skeleton, and give him like the top half
No.
of the Emperor and the bottom half of some totally different dude.
You're
Or no, the
ridiculous.
top half of some totally different dude and the bottom half of the Emperor.
Hold on, didn't we? The Emperor. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
I could. Okay, I'm liking that idea.
all
It's
right. So there's 4 names on the list. It's Constantine, kept in the Polyandrian.
Mhm.
Saint Theodora, kept in a church called Chalk. Saint Euphemia, kept in a little chapel next to the Hippodrome. And Saint George, kept at the Library of the Forgotten.
Okay.
So
Stream went funky for a sec. It's okay.
Here's
I'm fixing
what-
it now.
oh, you okay? Are we okay, guys?
Yeah, we're all okay. Everybody's screens just got
We're
messed up
gravy.
because I tried to move the Zoom window.
Phew, I thought we were all messed up, but no. I would like to inquire an expert on necromancy. What is the most, I guess, what is the biggest hurdle or obstacle if they're missing this part of the body?
Okay. So do you know anyone who is a necromancer?
I believe, is one of them part of my court? Like, doesn't one of the Fae people kind of do that, or no?
Yes. In
Oh.
fact, you can in fact call up your Slua courtier.
Ah, yes, the court necromancer, the thing that courts have.
I love how
I mean-
Tori's. I love how Tori's like calling someone on a phone, and it's Constantinople. There were no phones, so it's literally you're writing a scribe and sending it to
Oh, in Constantinople there were no.
Stupid. Oh my god.
What are you looking for?
we went on a tangent. Never mind.
Okay.
He thinks that I was being like funny with this, and then I was like, no, duh, there's no phones.
I'm just saying, you are dukes. You could go into the future and pull out a flip phone because you're gangster like that. Just like, nope.
Okay. So, you summon your court necromancer, who is a Slua. He is perpetually unhappy, a talented necromancer, ridiculously romantic, and may have a dark secret.
That doesn't have to do with necromancy? What? Wait,
I'm willing to say, like, I will say 100% probably has something to do with necromancy. Necromancers have dark secrets, it's probably necromancy.
we were very creative on this one.
Right. So you summon your, let's see, what role did we give this guy? Oh, he's got the malcontent role. That'll be fun.
Oh no.
So
Perfect.
you
Is his
summon.
Max?
We could name him Max.
Max the
Yeah.
Malcontent,
Yes.
Master of Necromancy.
Maximilian is a nice Greek name. You can call him Max for short.
Mm-hmm.
Like it. I don't think he likes it, but I call him Max.
I don't think.
All right. So you summon Max. He is late. He's not especially prompt.
Of course. Is he from California?
Oh. No, if he was from
No, he is
California,
not
he wouldn't-
Tonga.
He wouldn't show up at all.
Oh, snap!
Wow.
This is a
Hey.
call-out post in the form of a live stream.
I see you've been enjoying your relocation.
Something like that. Something like that.
It's been great. It's It's been great.
Okay.
Uh,
So he shows up, and he's dressed in mourning clothes. So sort of the things that people wear when someone close to them dies. Uh, but he's always in mourning clothes.
I think
What a bummer, dude.
I feel like it's out of character. Is he mourning the guy you guys murdered?
I don't
not
think
great.
so.
That's not great.
I hope not.
I hope
That would
not.
be
hope not.
awkward.
Otherwise,
a little
Hey,
bit.
sorry we murdered your friend.
sorry, buddy. But okay, Max, I'm glad you were able to come when summoned. Are you in mourning?
He sort of looks down at his clothes and says, "Always."
Very well. We have a task for you that can actually give you some good leeway with me in court and maybe earn some good points. Because that's what we do here. We were wondering
My
because
dream come true.
Like,
Just the way he delivers it.
yeah, like oh no,
This fucking guy, man, he's such a bummer.
right? Like oh jeez, someone. But yes. So Max, we were hoping that with your expertise on necromancy, you could help us give a body that might not be able to come back to life.
If you
this
want me to
conversation
kill,
is great.
if you want someone killed, just ask them to.
Oh no! The body means they're already dead. So it's more of an expertise of yours of what actually hinders your ability to bring a body back
To life?
to life.
To life.
I'm fairly certain only vampires can do that.
Hmm?
I prefer to wait for the wheel to turn. They'll be back.
Okay.
I believe you. But if you were dealing with a vampire that could bring a body back from the dead, what would hinder that body from ever becoming, alive again?
Just give it a couple hours.
By the way, me and Alas were seriously just hanging back, enjoying this conversation. I love this conversation. You're trying so hard to not say what you want to say outright, and it's great. I love this combo. Keep it going, keep it going. I just love this.
Give it a couple hours, meaning
Let the body get cold. It doesn't matter what the vampire does after that, it'll stay dead.
Oh. Wait, but
Alice, wait.
either
How-
these vampires are fucking nuts, or A, these vampires are nuts, B, they're dabbling in some new shit that we don't know anything about, or C, all of the above. I'm leaning on that.
So, Max will follow it up. Will say, "The ghost will still be around, though."
Oh,
Oh, the ghost.
good question. How will they know that it is the right skeleton? Until after.
True.
We
I
should
mean-
probably not fuck them on this because they do have an army headed our way.
I'm pretty sure I could tell my skeleton from anyone else's.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
that's-
uh,
Sounds like they know
Okay.
dead bodies. but all right. Is there any way to? Do you have any spells or any special remedies to make it a little harder to bring a body back or to communicate with a ghost?
So he sort of like looks. Like, how much do you want to know?
I want to know a lot. We
Is
have
the answer to that question ever not everything?
Everything! Everything!
Well, the boundary between the living and the dead, you could call it a veil. And the veil, it can get thicker or thinner. The thicker it is, the harder it is to talk to ghosts.
all right. How do we cast a veil? A thicker veil.
Oh, you can't.
But can you?
I could alter it from time to time, but it'll revert back, and it's always thin in places like cemeteries or plague pits.
Or vampire dens?
Probably.
What have I been through?
So, Max, what if. How do ghosts receive advice or, bribery?
Oh, they're very similar to us in a way. They feed off emotion the same way we do.
Oh. Then what if we were able to bring you some very influential ghosts and you made your dukes and your court very happy by helping us influence some of them to be more on our side than vampires?
As long as you keep the bodies.
What if we have to give the bodies, but the ghosts are bribed for us?
Oh. Yeah, you can't do that. Your life as a person is made up of experiences and ties and relationships, and those don't go away when you die. You
Hey, what's
stay
going on? Rob, you're here
bound to
playing
them.
Changeling.
Rob, you're not muted.
I'm not muted. God,
Yeah.
I thought I was muted. Sorry.
I appreciate the promo,
I
though.
literally was trying to mute myself. I apologize. Mute.
Okay. So Max has just dropped that ghosts are tied to important things in their past, and those ties remain after death. So their body is a pretty strong tie, and you can't really sever that.
And there's nothing in the body that is just the strongest tie of them all.
Probably the skull or the heart.
Okay, we need a fake skull and a fake heart, or just a skull and a heart from a dead. I'm not joking. From an actual dead body, just a normal dead body that we steal.
What about relics? Are they, especially if they had very strong beliefs, did relics ever? My body isn't as good as the cross.
If they're real, most of them aren't. But even the ones that aren't real, they absorb what people believe about them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, I will keep you on call, Max. And I know that we trust and believe in you, and we'll hopefully get to give you some good bonus points with your dukes if you help us out here.
I could use some dross.
Some what?
He's asking for dross, which is sort of solidify.
Let's see.
You good?
Oh, sorry. I don't
So sorry.
That was a great will it or won't it. At least I got the mute off in time. Anyway,
nice
no. Toy trying to set me on fire. So dross is art. it would be something like the icons that everybody is so obsessed over. That has a lot of dross, and dross is it's almost like glamour in a material form.
Okay, and we have the icons because didn't Panda kind of?
Yes.
Yeah, which I think the poop is a very nice little pooperino, and would probably give it to us.
I mean, she's not here to resist the icons being taken away.
Haha.
It's actually a benefit for us because she's really good at resisting.
Yeah, that's the problem. I was like, do we have this? And Panda's like, no. And we're like, God damn it.
Or she says yes, and then that's even worse. But no. Interesting. All right. I think I would I know we can achieve dross for you. And so the more questions and more things you're able to do for me, the more dross you will get, Max. And I know that will make you extremely happy.
I'll go get my skulls and jog in case you want me to talk to anyone.
I appreciate that. Thank you. You are dismissed.
And so Max sort of shuffles off, and you see a couple bugs fall off his clothes. And he notices, and he bends down and picks it up, and like, you know how like if you accidentally step on your cat, you're like, oh, poor kitty, are you okay?
Yeah.
He's doing that to the bug.
Oh. It's kind of cute.
It is kind of cute, but also get out of here.
And then he leaves.
Get out of here, Matt. All right, guys. So it seems as though we either attempt to bribe some ghosts or just go with it.
We can't bribe ghosts. This is not a possible thing.
That sentence, thank you
Hello,
for...
we know you're in another world, but would you like these things that you can't interact with or enjoy in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so Max established that ghosts have really strong ties that pretty much control where they can go and what they can do.
So does anyone have any ideas, or do we want to just kind of go with it?
I still am in the camp of like swap the upper body out, or not the or even just the skull, just to confuse it a bit, because I don't trust these Giovanni enough to give them at all what they want.
Yeah.
But the real question is, will they call off the army before they do the thing and figure out that we've screwed them?
This is one of the situations, Alaspa, that I believe that I strongly agree with you that giving them what they want could be a possible bad situation. But for us to know what's going to happen after that, I would say, let's see what happens.
Perhaps. At the end of the day, it is an immediate problem or a future problem. Yeah. The army is the immediate problem.
Correct.
We can solve for that.
I mean, the Giovanni and Micah?
Micah-iskos.
They don't seem to be on the same side. Correct?
Yes. So based on what you learned last week, there is this weird political structure going on. And where there's like 3 vampires, they're trying to work together to control the city. Your Giovanni contact felt that wasn't working, and that, you know, it is true that Constantinople has declined over the past couple hundred years. Whether that's the fall of vampires, who knows? That's who he blames.
Okay. So I would say if I kind of want to know what they want to do with these bodies. And I mean, you guys are assassin spy people, right? Should you attempt to find out, or should we just go?
We could act. No, Rosa. We could talk to our allies. We have allies. We can snoop around.
We have minimal time to
Yes.
gather information. I would love your plan normally, but we are on the clock.
That is true. Forgot about the time crunch. So what the two options are: one, we deceive them, or two, we do not. What do you guys think we should do? I I agree that I think we should deceive them because we do not know what kind of power they might possess if they do get the true lyrics. But if we do give them the true lyrics, they might be able to do something that can save the day.
If they but if they of course discover that we've deceived them, then our efforts will have been for naught. We can't afford to just. I don't know. It's difficult.
Yeah.
You want to flip a coin?
I mean, no, we know that there are crusaders coming. We have seen that they've already, done some damage in a nearby town. We know that there is a place that we can bring our people if it gets real bad. Obviously, we're going to defend the freehold as much as we can. I say let's get them their bodies, but I am also going to go talk to Mycos after this and just let him know what happened. And we had to give them bodies to help defend. And if that causes vampire against vampire violence, I think I'm okay with that.
Okay. I can live with it.
That's wonderfully sort of brutally pragmatic. I love it.
Right. So
But the vampires fight each other. They're going to do that anyway.
Honestly, yeah. If we don't give the Giovanni their bodies, they'll find some other way to screw with Micah.
Right. So I say let's do it, and then tattletale.
Mm-hmm. Worst case scenario, they bring any ships near here, I can use my stormcraft or my skycraft and wind them away.
Yep.
Ooh, you have like.
That's how I can go so fast.
What? I want to fly.
I'm a fast boy.
He's such a fast little boy. Okay, so we want to get on body retrieval.
Okay. Which one do you want to start with?
I mean, Constantine the First seems to be the first one on the list, but
okay. I mean, it's up to you. The order is not meant to indicate anything.
Is there one that we're closest to that we should start with?
Not necessarily. The St. George, the Skull of St. George, is in the Library of the Forgotten, which is just outside the city. And that is where you meet with Micah Vikos every time you go talk to them.
So I say maybe save that one for last, because we will deliver all the relics that we were told to deliver, and then I will go talk to Micos.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, I have people. Should I send people to go get these two to make this a more timely matter?
If you trust them.
Uh-oh. Wait,
it's up to you.
Trust is a thing? I mean, I feel like there are definitely members of the court that are very trusted. Don't remember exactly.
Of course, are they skillful enough to infiltrate and exfiltrate?
I mean, I trust you two, so you two
I can go do it.
One each, and then I will take the St. George skull with one of my most trusted.
Or you could go yourself and use your magic to make them think you are another saint, and maybe they wouldn't notice the skull going missing.
Well, what I'm planning is that someone goes deliver the last relic while I go and talk to Micah at the same time. I mean, are we allowed to use the puka?
I mean, I don't want to play her character.
I know. She'd be really good at this.
Do we have any NPCs around us that the Dukes could use?
Yeah, you do have your court. And you could try sending them. You've got a squire who you decided was coachable, obedient, artistic, and a little socially inept.
What about
Uh,
that? What about that character that the Puka keeps on berating
The
and
poor
keeps on
Boggin.
harassing? The bargain,
yes.
yes, yes. Send him. Hey, Dukes, send the bargain. He's done everything else.
The Boggin is bland, timid, and friendly.
Snap.
Excessively
Never mind.
helpful, even to his own detriment.
Hey, the bargain.
He
Oh,
seems like a
I feel
nice
bad
guy.
for
I
him.
don't think it would be wise to, to send him
Yeah.
to steal a skull. I don't
Okay,
think it'd be
you
fair
know
to
what?
him either. To be honest,
Alaspa, do you want me to just go get the skull?
I'll get
No,
one relic. You get the other. Rosa gets the third.
right, but there's
All right.
four.
There's
There's
four.
four.
Then we
So
all converge
I'm
on the fourth.
hoping- Is there two that is a little? Okay, yeah. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we'll just converge on
So,
the fourth. Yeah.
I want to do Constantine 1, Saint Theodora, and Saint Euphema. Euphema?
And then we meet at St. George.
Yeah, we meet at St. George. St. George. Uh-oh.
Okay.
So,
I
what
don't know
the?
what I turned into.
Where did, Dukes, where did the jersey come out from?
I don't know. I've been watching weird shows.
Hey.
Yes. All right, cool.
All right. So Rose is going by herself.
I would have my squad, meaning like my
The red
team
moon.
members.
Okay.
Like, so I usually have 4 people with me, and my
Mhm.
squire could come too. That's cool.
Yeah, you could bring him.
Yep.
All right. So, um, so you're gonna start with Constantine.
Yep.
Put
All
that
right.
on.
Which one's the hardest?
Well,
Full body, right?
you're gonna have to sort of study each site to figure that out.
Okay, I think that the full, like, I just mean, like, if you got to carry a full body, I feel like I'd send the troll for the full body versus, like, how some are, like, a head.
I can
Yeah.
do the full body.
And so, Constantine is pretty much the patron saint of this entire city. He built it up. He was emperor of Rome, who moved the capital of the empire from Rome to Constantinople. It's called Constantinople after him.
Okay, so we're probably going to send the troll after that one. That sounds like the troll's job.
So there's two big problems. The first one, the troll can definitely wrangle, and it's that Constantine has been laid to rest in a giant red sarcophagus. It's
Okay.
8 feet by 4 feet by 3 feet.
Fucking
It's
yikes.
huge.
8 by 4 by 3. Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. And what's the second?
So he has been laid to rest in the second most elaborate and decorated and visited and guarded church in the city.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to figure out.
This would be actually.
This
This
is
would
also
be.
in my wheelhouse, but yeah.
This is something that actually Rosa and Alaspa should go, because if it's very guarded, Rosa has the Templar people behind them, so they could easily walk right through with no problem, and nobody would question them.
Rosa can make
Yeah.
enough of a scene,
Yeah.
and I can use that as
They
a.
make a scene, really, dude? They just walk in like, oh yeah, they do. The moment they walk in, yeah, they do. It is a scene. You're right. You are right. You are right. Yeah.
and I can
Uh,
Because
use
they're like,
that
oh my
to-
gosh.
There is one
Perfect.
complication
God
for
dang it.
afterwards. One complication for afterwards, which means
Uh.
people are going to notice it's missing.
Well, we don't have to steal the whole sarcophagus, right?
Yeah,
You
That
just
would be
gotta
impractical.
open it.
Crack
Open it,
open,
take it
steal
out.
the body, close it.
Shazam, baby.
No one.
Okay.
Do people
Uh,
check the bones?
Come
I
on,
hope people
Rachel.
don't
You
check
know who
the
we
bones.
are.
That's weird.
You know who we are. We're creative, y'all. Come
I
on
mean,
now.
I know you are. That's why I like throwing problems at you.
I like it.
So yes, people don't open the sarcophagus frequently, but it occurs to you that Constantine has been dead for 900 years, so it's probably not a body.
It's probably bones or dust.
Bones.
Either way, it can go in a bag.
Yep. A very, very discreet bag too, because it's only bones. Damn bones.
That thing, the moment we crack open that sarcophagus, everything's
It will
getting
smell.
oxidized and ruined.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
might not.
it will
It'll
smell.
probably smell kind of bad, but the main problem is those bones will be so gone and decayed. Like they'll be powder. That's okay. We can give the Giovanni some bone powder.
Well, we would have to move it very slowly so it does not turn into powder. But most likely it is.
A noble end to Constantine the Great.
Scooped into a bag and given to some weird necromancers.
Vampire necromancer. Holy.
All right, let's do it then, gang.
Okay. Oh, what time of day?
I feel like nighttime would be the smartest.
To cover us. Yeah.
Not many people will be there. That's my concern, is civilians and all those well-meaning folk who could get in the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. But then what time at night? Then it would be like midnight, like directly when it's the darkest.
Well, we're not going together, correct? Or are we going together for this? I thought we were all.
No. You and Alasfa will go for this one because you need to make a distraction because it's really hard to get in. So because you have your Knights Templar and all that, people be like, oh shit, and then that's when he could go and get all that stuff. Yeah.
Changed the plan, but
No, that's what Alasfa was, because that's the only way that he could get in there and not detected, because you have the Templar.
I don't know if Alasfa said that. I didn't hear Alasfa say that. But if he wants me to come with him, I totally will.
You are more than welcome to come in and, make a scene. Like, I could I could use your help, but if you think that your efforts could be, I can use your help, of course, but if you think that your efforts can be used better somewhere else, then you are free to do that.
No, I'll go with. I will go with and bring the posse, the Knights Templar.
Okay, so that's in Constantine 1. Is it possible to know what's in the other 2? So we know how else we could split up, because that was the original plan Rosa had. Because if it's like 2 small things and they're close vicinity, I could possibly grab the other 2 and then meet you guys at the last place, and save time. That's if the storyteller tell us, though.
So, the remains of Saint Theodora are in a chapel called Chalk. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I don't speak classical Greek, so I'm okay with that.
I'm pretty sure it's just Chalke.
Chake? Probably.
I'm
Chake.
kidding. I'm not Greek. I'm off.
But we don't need to get full bodies from every place?
Probably not.
Okay.
So the Chake Chapel, you don't know much about that one.
Oh.
You do know that Saint Euphemia, she is a martyr, and legends say that she was fed to the lions in the Hippodrome back when Roman emperors did that to Christians.
Oh, then that's easy. If she was eaten, we could replace that, no problem.
Yeah, so supposedly her remains are interred in part of the wall of the Hippodrome, and sort of like this little chapel has been built up around it.
Rachel, you're not helping us right now. Okay.
I thought you said you liked the challenge.
I know, I'm joking.
So she was fed to the lions.
That's what I'm saying. But apparently she's in a wall. Some of her remains are in a wall.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hey,
I mean,
Bring a pickaxe, man.
I love it.
I mean,
probably like her
director's
teeth.
director's note. As far as we can tell, there weren't really any Christians fed to the lions.
Yeah.
So this is obviously a story.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So
Christians.
In fact, a lot of what we think we know about Romans was mainly Christian propaganda after the fact. Like, the Romans weren't actually all that promiscuous.
well, stop it. They were. Oh, they were.
I mean,
But
no more so than any other
Yeah.
human being.
Pretty much. I mean, like,
Well,
culturally,
the
though,
Greeks
it
were way
wasn't like
more
the
than the
Caligula
Greeks were more
orgies all
promiscuous
the
than
time type deal.
exactly.
I
But,
mean,
and what's in Saint George? Saint George is in the Liberty of Freedom, Library of the Forgotten.
yes, which you have visited several times already.
You know
So
where
that's
that is.
Yeah, that's easy. Yes. So, okay. So I would say, I looked at Dukes. Rosa, I can go to get Saint George in the Library of the Forgotten because we're so known to it.
Nope.
No.
We talked about that's the last one. That's a skull. We're gonna go talk to.
Micah.
Yes, Micah.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, we need to go there because he's
That's
dreamy. Okay.
That's gonna be last. So you either get Saint Theodora or
I'll guess say Euphemia for the simple reason that Saint Theodora in Chalk we don't know that where that is unless Storyteller. Can I bring any allies with me?
Do you have any allies on your sheet?
2 assassins.
Yep, you can bring them.
So let me start with Saint Theodora because we don't know what the layout is, and I have my assassins, so we could get that one easier. Cool. I could do that.
Start with Constantine, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna roll up with your 2 assassins. Are your assassins? Are they? I forget what we established. They're just regular humans, right? They're not associated with change.
Yeah, no, that
at all.
just humans, yes.
Okay, that's actually gonna make this really, really easy.
Yeah, finally!
So, as you approach the Chapel of Chalk, your teeth start to itch in that way that you've come to associate with. There's lots of banality here. And the closer you get to the chapel, the more oppressive it is.
Yeah.
And once you get close enough to look at what's going on, you see that the monks taking care of the chapel are wearing the insignia of the Order of Reason.
Ugh. These guys.
The order were these the Order of Reason was the monks that we encountered like early on, right?
Yes, and it was also part of the order that the Dantain was involved with, and they're pretty much. I mean, Christian supremacists would probably be a really good way to describe them.
And how many of them are in front of me?
Extends to the supernatural.
And how many of them are in front?
Right now you see like 3 or 4 just doing general chores. There are probably more inside.
Okay, and then, of course, when we go in, they would be alerted.
Maybe not. So the only person among the Order of Reason who you know could see you for Changeling was Leontius, and he's dead now.
Oh.
So they won't see you as a Changeling, but it really hurts for you to be here. Now, your 2 allies, because they're just regular people, they're immune.
Yeah, I'll send them in to do anything, and I'll say, if there's any problems, whistle, and I shall come and help.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that your assassins are good at stealth and sneaking around and stealing
They're in our
stuff.
order. Yeah, they're in our order, so yes.
Okay. So because you have been the person instructing them, Rob, why don't you give me dexterity plus subterfuge?
Okay, dexterity 3, subterfuge 1, so that's 4. Okay. And 6 to beat.
You're using your 6.
Oh my goodness! Upset. Do you see that? Do you see that?
I don't. Your camera's
bad.
flashing
The
so
answer
hard.
is no, because of your background.
Oh snap! All right, let me take my background. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me. Okay,
I mean, I
rituals
think we gotta get
background.
a seizure warning on his face.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. My bad. My bad. So, oh, all right. So basically, what it is, bam, you see that right there?
Oh, that's nice.
That's sexy. So, um, because of that, I'm gonna re-roll those,
Yep,
and then, I need to know what's the threshold.
6.
606. So I got an 8 on that one. So that's 3 successes.
Awesome. Uh, yeah. So, you wait outside for about 30 minutes. And then you start to hear some shouting, and then it starts to come closer. And then your two allies just bust out of the door. One of them has a really nice wooden box under their arm, and they just start booking it down the street.
We out.
Yeah.
All right, we're done. You guys can move on to the next people.
Okay.
We out. Yeah.
That was a lot
Woo.
easier than I anticipated. That was good
Dude,
use
those
of
two, those
backgrounds.
crazy successes were fucking awesome. So yeah, you guys are up. Double team
Okay.
that shit, y'all. Mm.
So, going after the bones of Constantine the Great.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a really nice, it's pretty much a cathedral. And it's much more of an elaborate cathedral than even most cathedrals are. It's almost like a complex because there are lots of little side chapels and rectories. But, of course, where Constantine is buried has pride of place. So, his resting place is surrounded by icons depicting really pivotal moments in his reign. There's one which is like him on the Milvian Bridge, and one which is him like receiving a vision from God, which says, "In this sign conquer." And so he painted crosses on all of his shields and won the battle.
Okay.
And so uh, it is not completely abandoned. There are still priests and monks doing some caretaking. There is a vigil going on in another chapel. It looks like a bunch of Constantinople crusaders are preparing to leave.
Perfect. Obviously, Alaspa would not be with my Knights of Templar. I don't know what
Okay.
Alaspa is doing. He'd be on his own stuff.
Is it possible to disguise myself as a monk? Like get
Uh,
some just boring ass robes and.
Is it assassin? Kind of makes sense. You know.
yeah, that's really basic clothing.
Stay on your
So
knees though. You mad big.
uh the monks do dress a little differently depending on their order. So, Roman Catholic monk, Greek Orthodox monk.
Okay, so these would be probably Roman Catholic, right? Because he's Roman and was. Man, I should have paid more attention in fucking 6th grade history.
What was the question? What was the question, Harry?
How should I disguise myself, Roman Catholic or Greek Orthodox?
So you would stick out as Roman Catholic
Roman.
because, like, even Constantine, even though he was Roman, this is all before the schism.
Yeah.
So,
So I'll go as a monk. A Catholic monk. And hope there's not a bunch of Greek Orthodox dudes there. That would be awkward.
So what I and my knights were planning to do is to definitely just secure the area. The vigil that's going on, I'm going to send my knights in to guard the doors and just be like, hey, just letting everyone know we're here for your safety.
Yes, med destruct.
okay.
Not letting people out of the vigil. Gotta enunciate. And then I would be heading towards where Constantine was by myself in all my garb. And if I happen to run into Alaspa and we need some distraction, that's what I'm here for.
Okay. So you have successfully managed to sort of sequester the Crusaders in their vigil. Alasfa, you look a little bit out of place, but not so much. This place does get a lot of pilgrims, like a lot, because it's not just Constantine buried here. It's a lot of big names.
Damn. Ocean's 11, Changeling style.
Yeah, it's like the Westminster Abbey of first century Christianity.
Oh boy.
Said worse. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. When you said Westminster, I thought you was talking about the dog show.
Oh, no. It's a good thing you aren't undead, because this place has all the true faith.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll keep that in mind, and then I will see if I can. So are there people in the room with this gigantic sarcophagus?
Well, so not since Rosa managed to sort of like nudge them out, and because Rosa is a Knights Templar and she's a respected lodge mistress, they have no reason to not do as she says.
Thank you so much, Rosa. Can I somehow sneak my way in? Like, will people notice me creeping in?
I mean, you got like your hood up and like the little prayerful, and like you like
Yeah.
just sort of like shuffle along. No one will pay attention to you.
Perfect. Once I'm alone in the thing, I'm just gonna take a second. I'm gonna try to.
Okay. So you're strong enough to move the lid, but are you strong enough to move it without it making a sound?
Ooh.
So give me
Yeah.
a strength athletics check, please.
Okay, this isn't a terrible roll for me.
Alaspa, I hope you have sleight of hand. No, that won't work. Would that work, Rachel?
I do not.
Oh, but
Uh,
if he did, would that work? Using sleight of hand to try to move it with his strength?
I think that's not
yeah, I would say probably not.
Okay.
But I remain open to being convinced.
Okay, that's
Okay.
4
I'm
successes.
just saying, I'm trying to be creative. Ooh.
Okay.
This.
It's a question when we have
So
Right.
you sort of like you shift the lid a little bit, and you start to hear it go like, and you're like, oh shit. And so you just sort of manage to like lift and move gently. And so you do not create enough noise for anyone outside the room to hear.
noise.
What's in the coffin?
Yeah, in the coffin, you see, it's sort of, so the interesting thing about the word sarcophagus is that it is a Greek word that means corpse eater. And you can see how they came to this when you look inside, where the body has just sort of melted into the stone, and it's pretty porous stone, so there's a lot of melting going on. There is the remains of like the bigger parts of a skeleton. So there's a skull and some hips and the femur. The smaller bones like the fingers and toes are just gone. And then there's sort of a decayed funeral shroud over everything. And what looks like some really nice treasures. There's a crown and a sword and some armor.
Oh. I might have to take those too. I'll put those in the treasure bag that I'll keep for myself.
Okay.
Then in the body, the bone sack, I will try to pick up the bits that aren't fused to the inside of the sarcophagus, and as much as I can, put it in the sack.
Okay, let me add to my note. Alasfa has Constantine's regalia.
Yup.
Does it fit him though?
Just one less thing for the fucking Crusaders to take when they get here.
All right.
We might have some
So,
on his ghost.
I'm sorry?
We might have some influence on his ghost.
Yeah, I mean, it feels a little chilly in here.
Ooh.
And
Yeah,
so
Careful.
the door bangs open just as Alasfa is sort of putting the last bone into the bag. And it bangs open when there are two monks just walking by, almost like some force did this on purpose.
Oh, it's
And
the
so they look.
fucking
I'm with Alasfa
God
though.
damn
I
it,
feel
fucking
I'd be
piece
like,
of
So-
shit Constantine ghost. God damn it.
So the two monks look over and see Alasfa with his hand in the cookie jar.
I'm a
And then they're just like shocked because this is desecration of blasphemy that they just could not comprehend anyone doing. And so one of them points at you and screams, "Roman heretic!"
Fuck, I guess wrong.
I would like to step in because I feel like I felt like I was kind of guarding the door or something. Because Alasfa went in, I didn't.
Yes.
I think what I would like to do as
So-
a knight,
Yes.
I would like to be like, I will handle this. You go, escape, be safe. And I like draw my sword and I'm like running up to Alasfa. And I'm gonna be like,
Oh no, look at us fighting so
Okay.
genuinely.
jump up.
Having a play fight on top of the sarcophagus.
Ah.
Okay. All right. So they see you go after him.
Hardcore.
And they start raising the alarm.
Oh, fuck.
No,
Fuck.
told them to run away.
Yeah.
They didn't listen very well.
They did not.
Okay, so I got a few ideas. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. Maybe I give you the things and then bounce, or I just well,
you
that's probably
take
just best if I
whatever.
run.
I feel like you can give me. Is it a bag of bones? Like a.
Yeah, it's like just a burlap sack of bones.
Yeah, I feel like definitely give me that.
Yeah, but can you hide that like on your person?
I have armor all over me. Just
Yeah, but that's like I got big flowy robes. I could like have a whole other person in here and you wouldn't know. Like
I feel like you have a whole set of armor in there, and I wouldn't know.
yeah, I don't have armor, but I think you know what? I think I'll just keep the relics and I'll bounce. Is there like a window I can go through?
Yeah, there's a really nice stained glass window.
That's gonna be some fucking banality right there.
I feel like if they are raising the alarm, my knights know what's going on. So I feel like the knights, I don't know if this is okay, but I feel like they would be already ready to allow Alasfa to escape, meaning like, these are monks, we are knights. We will push the monks out of the way to fight him at every turn where he is going to escape.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, that is a lot less banality inducing than crashing through a very pretty stained glass window. But so Tori, give me a roll for your knights. So probably strength plus melee.
Okay. Do we get any retinue with that?
Come on, Rosa.
No, this is going to be based just on you because I didn't give Rob any sort of bonus for his stuff either.
I got 3 successes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Me.
so you managed to fight your way out, but as you sort of make good your escape, you start hearing accusations that you're an imposter, uh the Knights Templar, why are they allowing this theft to happen?
This is gonna be a problem.
That's so they think the knights suck.
Yeah, because you're obviously helping him escape.
Oh, Teresa says I'm obviously helping. Damn. Okay. I
So if you want, you could give me manipulation plus subterfuge to try and disguise that.
You have awe powers too; those could help.
That's true. You could always invoke your sovereign.
wouldn't mind doing sovereign versus subterfuge. I don't have
Okay. So remind me how much sovereign you have.
I have 4 dots in sovereign.
Oh, well, that's a lot. Okay. So let's look up sovereign real quick so we can figure out what you can do. Now you can always try unleashing again.
I mean, why not?
I mean, the last time you did, people thought that the physical incarnation of the Holy Ghost herself had manifested in the city.
To be honest, I don't think I disliked that.
Okay. So let's see what we can do with sovereign. How much actor do you have?
Actor 2.
Okay. So, you could use guest list, which is your 3-dot sovereign power, which sort of bars people from entering a place that you decide that you can control. So you can bar them from entering particular areas of the church to
Like
allow you to get away.
the hallway where he's escaping.
Yes. You can also use your 4-dot power, which is dictum, which is pretty much just issuing one simple direct command. Um, and then you could also just unleash and just let roll your sovereign. This will have a lot more of an impact. More positive, more negative, both of it, like it's all dialed up to 11.
When you say one command, that means anyone within this hallway would hear, type of thing. Would not see.
With Actor 2, I'll let you.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'd say bow. Bow.
Okay.
Down. I say bow down.
You're up?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had something to say.
No, I was just giggling at what you guys just said.
Rob, stop giggling.
I didn't even say anything. I giggled. Jeez.
Okay. So, let's see.
But my knights would be obviously looking as though they are going to fight Alassa while he's running down the hallway to the exit. And then I would like to be like, bow.
Yeah.
I also have naming or Chronos, but Chronos wouldn't help. I think naming would help.
So if you want your knights to look like they're fighting Alassa while letting him get away, that's what you would need the subterfuge roll for.
Oh, subterfuge is 0.
Yeah, you could try making a straight manipulation roll.
I'm gonna say everyone's gonna bow, including my knights, and they won't know why everybody bowed.
Okay. So, you're gonna roll your art plus your realm.
Okay, so 6.
So the normal difficulty is 8, but that's in the modern day, and we have not yet reached the shattering. So yes, normal difficulty is 6.
Whee. I got 3. Oh, wait, hang on. 4, because one was a 10.
Awesome. Okay, so you deliver this very forceful command of bow, and everyone trying to fight just immediately like drops to their knees. Uh, and then they're like, "What are we doing? Someone is getting away with the artifacts of
Ha-ha.
Constantine."
I'm also going to bow myself.
Okay. But this gives Al-Asfa enough time to make good his escape.
Run! Run, Forrest, run!
So they spend around bowing, and then they're like, "What?" And they've got to get up, and that gives you enough of a lead to escape. But you said Rosa was also bowing.
Yes.
So the monks immediately start asking you, like, Lady Templar, what happened? We must after him. And so a couple monks just start booking it themselves.
Whoops.
Yes, there feels as though a holy force upon us to have all laid down and bow to the soul of Constantine and what he represented.
Okay, so now give me
Uh-oh. Oh
Uh,
no.
manipulation. I can give you leadership.
Ooh, leadership I'm very good at. Let's see. Oh, snap! I got 7 successes.
Oh shit! Okay.
Good
I didn't
shit.
even have 7 dice.
You lied real hard and it worked.
Okay.
Oh, what was me?
All right. So there are still bits of glamour wrapping themselves around you, uh, for when you commanded them all to bow. And this sort of adds a little more force to your words. And so they walk away from this conversation, uh, convinced that they saw an ancient Roman who was saving the remains of Constantine because something very bad is obviously about to happen in the city.
Oh, wow.
Good lie.
And so you managed to be like, that was a miracle.
Yes, the ancient, very dark, very large Roman in monk's clothes.
Cool, I'll take
Hey,
it.
it works, man. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, and we have one more then that we have to get.
Oh, you've got, yeah, you 2 more, but yeah, 1 more on the
Oh,
list.
right. Oops. And that's the Hippodrome Chapel one.
Yes. Yes.
So-
So, who is coming on this mission? Is it going to be all 3 of you?
Was there somebody who finished a lot quicker than one? I feel like we all happened at the same time, but
Yeah, you all took about the same amount of time.
I would think that the assassins themselves would know that the Hippodrome one was still up for grabs and that we would be meeting the next night for the St. George.
Okay.
But that's just me, and they can do what they want. But I would have assigned the assassins in general to get more than me.
I'm
But
just
hold
gonna
on, so, all
stow
right, wait.
the-
So,
stow the stolen
quest-
treasure somewhere.
But question though, now with that, Rosa, well, I'm talking out of character. When we were all together and we were splitting up, did you happen to tell the assassins to go to the other spot? Because they're with me, so I would go grab the other spot and then we would all meet you all together. Or is it something that you only just told them, like in secret, and then I still don't know?
No, in general, I think we all knew how many relics and that
Yeah. Yeah, of
who
course.
would finish first would also go get the next one because I would
Gotcha.
feel
Okay.
as though Constantine and Saint Theodora or Theodora
Yeah.
would
Would
have
take a
gotten
little
done
while.
first, and then whomever was done first would already start procuring the Saint Euphemia.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough
And
then.
I wouldn't be part of
Gotcha.
that because I'm using my own act and the knights to
Yeah.
finish Constantine 1. So if you two could get Saint Euphemia,
Yeah. We'll take him. We'll take him. Well, I got 3. I got.
and the
Well,
next night we'll meet at St. George.
cool.
All
Right?
right, so
Alaspa, you down?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And we have our 2 assassins from what the at chalk anyway. So now we have 4 people. So
Yeah.
this will be even quicker.
okay, so I figure that Al-Asfa and your one assassin ally is gonna want to take some time to.
I have 2 assassins. 2 assassins.
Yes, but you've got one who grabbed the box.
Oh yeah.
So I figure like both of you are gonna want to take some time to secure your bones. And so that means that Mercutio and your other ally, you would get to this chapel first.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. And so this is it is a small-ish chapel, and it's sort of become a favorite for the chariot racing teams. And you see, there's a guy there, looks like a chariot racer because he's got the Byzantine equivalent of a sports jersey on. So like a
Go-
really nice.
Go Phoenicians!
Yeah. So at the time it was divided by color. You had the blue team and the green team, and so this guy's in a really nice blue tunic, and it looks like he's praying for victory tomorrow.
Okay. So, my friend. Well, okay. Quick question. Since we're there,
Mhm.
how many people are in front of us? Like, tell us how we're assassins, so we might have
Yeah.
to do some sneaky shit. So please tell me just how things look.
Okay.
Right
Okay, so the chapel is fairly small. Let's say it's maybe like a 10 by 15 room. And there is some art up on the walls. It looks like artist depictions of Saint Euphemia, this beautiful, noble woman being consigned to the lions for her faith. Um, and there is one particular brick, and so the hippodrome is like a giant sports arena, and so there's this big wall surrounding it, holding everything up, holding up all the stands and everything, and you can see that there is this one particular brick that has been decorated, that people have paid special attention to. This is supposed to be like the part of the wall where she was like interred in. And so there's a little altar in front of that space of wall where again there's like little pictures painted on wood. There's some candles, there's a few coins and other offerings. And there's this guy in a blue tunic just sort of kneeling before the altar and asking Saint Euphemia to grant him victory in the arena tomorrow.
Okay. Wow. Alaspa?
So there's no windows and just the one way in and out.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, then let's just go in and see.
So Alaspa
Yeah.
is not here yet unless you want to wait for him.
Damn it.
I might steal your glory if I
see?
show up. Go on ahead. Let's
I'm
see what
going in
happens.
now. I'm going in now. He's gonna kill none of the first.
I love it. You said Alessa. I was like, go, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
Alaspa
go. Nah, I'm gonna
has
go.
to put Constantine's bones in a safe
Yeah.
place.
I'm going
And
straight in.
I'm not going to narrate this completely, but someone is not happy that you have these bones.
Oh,
So
good thing that's not me. So, well,
Somebody
yeah.
already knows that we have the bone.
uh given everything that you've learned about ghosts, it would be reasonable to assume that
Yeah.
Constantine's ghost is
Fucking
deeply
with me.
offended.
Hey, look, I will be the first to admit it's fair. My bad. Still
Yeah,
giving your
so-
bones over to the Giovanni.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to figure out what that's gonna do. Okay, that'll be fun. But yeah, it's full on poltergeist with Alaswa right now. Okay, so Mercutio, you are alone. If you want to wait,
No, I'm
it'll
going
take.
in. Nope, going
Okay,
in.
cool.
Going in.
You're going in.
So I start walking in. I walk in. I do have my one assassin.
Yep.
Because the other assassin is busy guarding the box with the remains. So
Yeah.
I start going in, and I assume I would know exactly where I'm going, where these
Yes.
remains of. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's the special decorated brick.
of course, and of course, me and my fellow assassin are in disguise because I am the master of disguise. This is the master of disguise.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm so sorry for that. I'm never gonna do that again. That was really bad. So, so yeah, everybody's laughing at me. Anyway, I'm walking through with my fellow assassin. I'm gonna call him Luigi.
Okay.
Make it easy. So me and stop it.
Mario's
it,
the one with the bones. He's taking a day off.
Luigi sucks. But actually, Luigi's the one who deals with ghosts.
Oh
Thank you,
yes.
reference. You're welcome.
Because of the
That's
Luigi
how
board.
geeky we are, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, references.
Luigi,
So, yeah.
Luigi, and Luigi's Mansion, all in one. You're welcome. Go
Stop it! You're making me want to switch. All right, so stop it. Shush.
Don't forget about the Luigi
ahead.
board.
Yes.
You better stop that shit. Anyway, yes, Luigi.
Okay.
We can ask.
All right.
So me and Luigi are going to it, and then is it in like one of the big crypts that Constantine was in, or is it like a smaller box like Saint Euphemia was in?
So, as you look at the wall, you sort of like, oh, I could just move that brick out.
Oh, it's that person. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Luigi, listen, make a distraction. Go over there and make believe that you are sick, just in case anybody comes. But stay quiet before anybody comes. So I send them into the corner to place them in a nice, slightly dimly lit corner, so slightly lit, but it's kind of off casting with shadow. And I take out a little small little hammer and chisel, and I start chipping away. But Luigi's always there, so just in case somebody comes, Luigi will start making believe like he is ill to distract from me. So
Okay. So,
yes.
Luigi starts praying, really loudly. Oh, good Saint Euphemia, I was grievously injured in the last race, and I pray for you to heal my wounds. And he's just giving like this really loud and obnoxious prayer, and just sort of like goes all in on describing exactly what's wrong with him, exactly why it's bad. Please heal him. And so the guy praying, like, sort of like looks out of the corner of his eye, gets really annoyed, and then you see him just sort of like double down on his own, like squeezes his eyes tight, his hands like tighter together, where he's like, all right, I'm just gonna pretend this guy isn't there. I'm gonna pretend this guy isn't there. So he's no longer paying attention to you.
It works.
So
man.
yeah.
I am into
I'm
turning away.
So yeah, you can you don't even really need a chisel. You can just sort of wiggle the brick out.
Oh, it's loose as shit. Well, you know, I am assassin. I come with tools and I come prepared
Yes.
to make it even faster.
Yeah, and so so when your other assassin took the really nice box, he sort of like you got a glance at it, and so you now sort of have this idea of what the bone boxes look like. And it's a smaller one. It's less ornate, but it's there behind the brick.
So, so question. So it is not inside of the brick. It is just behind the brick.
Yes.
Oh, so I chisel around to make sure that it can slide in. I slide it out. I look left and I look right to make sure that nobody's looking. I take it and I replace what is there with a sack of sand. Hashtag Raiders of the Lost Ark, y'all. Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun, dun. And then I put the Rosa's so looking at me and disapproving, like, oh no. Anyway,
All
I
right.
put the brick back. I put the relics in a sack that I have, and I start walking towards Luigi. I go to him. Luigi, let's go. And then we
Okay. And so Luigi wraps up his prayer, says amen, lights a
says
candle on
amen.
the table, and he leaves, and you can sort of see the guy in the blue jersey just relax, and he's like, oh, thank you, Saint Euphemia, for sending them away.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so he continues his vigil. But as you are carrying your own box, you realize it's suspiciously light.
Oh, fuck.
I apparently I have to walk and I open the box.
It's empty.
Son of a bitch. How, how, wha- hold up, Tema. How is it empty?
It's empty.
But
They pulled the
this is
sneaky
not
on you.
this is not good.
No, it's not.
Okay, so I rush to the library and forgotten to tell him what happened with
Well,
Luigi.
so you had planned to meet there next night.
Yes.
Okay, so
Time to
you're
go
Sorry.
going
find and kill
yourself.
Luigi.
Yeah. Well,
No. I just wanted to check to see, like, if you want to go there tonight ahead of the group, you can.
No. I'm
Okay.
going to a secret hideout because right now this is very dangerous work. So I have a secret hideout that, of course, other people do not know because as assassins, on top of our main hideout, we have our own little hideouts just in case. Safe houses. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you would need some background dots to represent that. Uh,
Background dots. Hold on. Background dots for. Nah, never mind. I'm sleeping in a dumpster.
I mean, you can go back to the place you share with Alasfa. You can go back to the freehold.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll go to the Alaspacucio hideout. You're welcome,
okay.
Alaspa. I made it together. Alaspacucio.
Okay. Uh, hashtag squad goals.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, whatever, Rosa.
Okay,
All
wait.
right.
Now, so we're missing bones.
Yes.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, I noticed.
Well,
So
we need to
this is-
find the guy who took them. We need
Yeah,
to find
I'm-
Luigi.
I'm assuming.
and
I'm
beat his
assuming this is the
ass.
next. This is the next night, right? That we're all together
No.
now.
So
Rachel?
Luigi did not
Oh,
take the bones.
he didn't.
Luigi
Okay.
was busy, noisily praying in the
I
corner to
took
distract.
it.
Yes.
So there were no bones in the box to begin with.
Yes.
No, yeah. So basically, Rachel's then right now we're basically in. We're all together now the next night at the library since we're all talking together, right?
Well, so unless you guys want to meet up before that.
No.
Well, I would hope if you failed your mission, you would meet up before night.
Yeah, like I'm assuming you're gonna collect at the freehold and sort of talk about what you've been through.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the most logical course of action.
Okay, so we are
Okay.
at least meeting on a freehold. That's fair enough. Then.
Yeah.
Good.
So you're not at the library they forgot yet.
Okay. Out of character, I thought that we were literally splitting up, and then we were not going to convene until the next night.
Mm.
So that now that we know that, it's just that's perfectly fine. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean it's also fair. Like even if that was the plan, for you to be like, guys, problem.
Yeah, I thought we were just like all gonna like scamper and hide out and protect ourselves. Okay, so this is way better. Thank you. Okay, cool.
So you let us know.
Yes, I let you guys know. Hey guys, I have a problem.
What?
It is?
Hey, look inside the box. There's nothing in the box.
Oh,
There's
fuck.
nothing in the box.
Houston, we have a problem.
Who else?
Who is this Houston?
Who else would be attempting to acquire this?
So, I will let you all make an intelligence plus, academics.
Intelligence
Okay, I
plus
got 1 dot in that
academics.
because I wanted to be able to read.
Oh.
Intelligence.
So that's
Ooh,
not
4
a lot of
intelligence
dice.
and that's 5 die. Okay, cool.
Sorry, guys, I got this. Go for
Th-
it.
3 for 5. Come
that's
on,
3
baby.
dice for me.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Hold on. Okay, I definitely got. Hold on.
Only got 1 success.
Oh, that's
but
2.
Woo! I got a 10. Gotta re-roll that one.
Hooray!
Okay, so 6 is a threshold, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Bam!
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
I must have sick die rolls today, man. Thank you. This is why you're watching twitch.tv/the Onyx Path.
All right. So, Tori, with your 1 success, you remember that the Saint Euphemia, because she was supposedly thrown to the lions, that would have been in like the 3rd century, so almost 1,000 years ago.
Oh.
And so there's been a lot of fighting over icons over those last 1,000 years. Harry, you would also know that, and you would know that a lot of relics got moved around during the time periods in which iconoclasm was ascendant. So people would sort of take saints' relics that were at risk of being destroyed and hide them. Mercutio,
Fuck.
you with your tremendous successes, totally shortcut that plot line. Yeah, no, it's great. It's fine. You remember hearing someone, uh, maybe you were like in a tavern drinking, swapping war stories. He told you about the time where he swears that he went to a shrine of Saint Euphemia, but that was off the coast of the Sea of Marmara, which is not too far away from. You had an envoy from changelings from another freehold, and you're pretty sure that they're in the same location, same general area.
Okay. Alaspa. Dukes. I have word. I think I know where Saint Euphemia may be. It's not too far, but I. Well, why am I looking at a watch? I don't have a watch. Anyway, I look at the sun.
Haven't been invented yet.
Exactly. It hasn't been invented. Thank you. I look at the sky. I think that I may have enough time to go there and bring it back, unless you 3 would like to come and get it with me right now. It wouldn't be much time to travel, much time to get it, and if I have your help, it would be much easier to retrieve. I'm trying to get an adventure, y'all.
Okay.
We're
I'm
trying
down.
Yeah, obviously. Let's get the
Just gonna
bones
like
and
bury the.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, I want to make this
Yeah.
like quick, like Rachel. That's why I want to bring both of them, because I feel if I just go by myself, it's gonna be some weird trap that you're gonna put in.
Well, is
whatnot.
this gonna take us tonight, or is this gonna like how long is it gonna take?
Well,
So-
they said she said that it's not too far from where we're at, so I'm thinking that we could get it done and get there and get back to the freehold before it's too late,
Yeah.
and we'll be ready for
so
tomorrow.
you can't get there and back before dawn.
Oh, you said it wasn't that far. You didn't say it was not getting back before dawn far.
Wait, but by
I
tonight,
mean-
do we have to meet the vampires?
No.
So then we
No.
can. So back. We'll be up late, but we'll live.
Yeah.
Or we
by,
could just do it in the morning. and then go to the
That's
library
cutting
right
it
after.
close, man. I'd rather have that wiggle room.
Just
Yeah,
no
by
sleep
not
then?
far, I mean it's not a week's journey, but it will take time because it's either you walk or you ride a horse.
I don't know how you guys feel, but maybe I should go get St. George. You guys go get St. Euphemia.
And then we meet you at St. George.
I mean, I'll be done hopefully by the time you guys
Oh,
get.
yeah. So then we'll meet at the freehold then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me. Yeah. Erasmo?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right.
There we go.
All right, so the two of you set off for the palace where two worlds meet. Are you setting off right now?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
ASAP.
All right, so you get there about an hour or two before dawn, and you realize that you have a choice. The city is still asleep, but there are people who have started to wake up, like bakers who need to get shit done early in the morning, things like that. You could just roll up on the shrine, take the bones, and leave. Or you could sort of like go through proper channels, ask for an audience with the freehold leaders, and be like, hey, we've got this problem. Can you help us out? That would take a little more time and would probably cost you something. But if you don't do it, there might be political weirdness down the line.
Ooh. Alaso?
I don't know, man. Okay.
You're like political shit. I'm like, where's Rosa for this political shit? No.
Man, it's your
We're
call.
not,
I
we're
am.
legit, we're assassins. Like,
We kill people. It's very simple. It's either
Right?
they're dead or
That-
they're alive, and that's all we care about. Okay, let's see.
All right, real quick, Rachel,
Generally,
recap
Kill
the
people
two,
for political reasons.
recap the two options one more time, so
Okay.
we could.
So, you can roll up, steal the bones, get out. You can do that. People will eventually notice that they're missing. This could create political weirdness down the line if they ever figure out, like, oh, these changelings came into our territory and stole our shit. Or you could be upfront. You could have an audience. You could be like, hey, we need this relic for reasons. Can we have it? It would take more time, and almost assuredly, the answer would either be no, in which case you got to figure out if you're going to steal it again, or yes, but I want something in return.
Let's just steal it.
Yeah, let's just steal it, dude. Yeah. I'm looking at my politics. I got 1 dot in politics. I got 4 in charisma, but nah, we're just gonna steal it, dude. Yeah, unless you had like a shit ton of politics, like Rosa has. Like,
I'm just
dude,
stealing it, man.
Yeah, we're stealing it. I'm
Fuck that,
sorry.
It's mine now.
Rachel so
Okay.
wanted us to go for the political realm, but we don't have Rosa, so we stealing that shit.
No, it's fine. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, we stealing.
All right.
Dinner.
So, oh goodness, we're already an hour and a half in, so I'm just gonna
Oh, wow.
collapse this down into a couple of rolls. So give me dexterity plus larceny. So one of you give me dexterity plus larceny to actually steal it, and then give me manipulation plus either leadership or subterfuge to cover it up.
I got that dex. I'm
Oh
not
no!
I'm terrible
No.
at manipulation. It's my worst
Alright.
stat.
So it's manipulation plus what?
Subterfuge.
Plus subterfuge or leadership, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
whichever
not
one you got.
great. That's 3
Yeah, I'm using
successes.
leadership. Okay, that's 4 die right now. So, okay, that's 1, 2,
I mean,
3
if we
successes.
have to go long,
Nice.
Rachel, we could go long.
I'm sorry, Tori?
If we have to go longer, we could go longer.
Yeah, I'd honestly be okay with that.
Because, ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen, you are watching twitch.tv/the Onyx Path.
And I don't think there's a show after this, so we should be fine.
Yeah, so noted. Okay, so how'd you guys do?
Three successes.
Oh, okay.
Twinning.
All right. It's Harry. You're the one who decided to steal it.
Yeah, I'm the dexterous one. I got those 5
Okay.
dexterity dots.
So you go for the bones, and as you reach for them, you do realize that eventually the theft will be noticed because they've been the object of reverence for centuries. And there's just a whole lot of glamour bleeding off of them.
Too bad. Guess they're mine now.
So, changelings will come to this shrine, and they will realize, like, oh, they're not here anymore.
Yeah, well, sucks for them. We got a problem we gotta solve.
Yeah, but Rob, you managed to sort of like maybe put like a few bits of your own dross in there, and just generally obscure signs that the break-in happened tonight. So.
And can I put in its place? Can I put a bottle of wine in there?
You could.
But I shouldn't. Okay, got it.
I mean,
I
it
see
would
where
be
you're
a
going with it.
calling card. It would be a calling card.
All right, so never mind. We're just out. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, you could, you should not.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. I already drank tainted blood, so yeah. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, so you're probably thinking like, oh, I wonder how Mike is doing right now. I hope they're happy.
Oh, that's why I'm like, huh? Micah, he's so dreamy. Yeah, Dukes, that's how it is. I'm all love, like, he's my McSteamy, McDreamy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
technically Mike is a they.
Oh, they are my McSteamy, McDreamy, McLovin, McMuffin. I don't know why mix in there, but yeah, you know.
Because of Raisin.
I'm gonna have so much fun when you encounter Vikos in the 80s. It's gonna be great.
And I
Time will be
I run
oh,
so
Or
far.
kill him.
Wait. We can't kill them until I see them with a flock of seagulls haircut. Then we can kill them all we want.
So noted.
Don't get your hopes up, because I can tell you, in the 80s, Vikos is not one to be trifled with.
But yet again, flock of
I will
seagulls
say-
haircut, you deserve to die.
If you wanted to kill Vikos right now, you could. It would be
Nah, I'm good.
difficult, but you could.
Nah.
If you encounter Vikos in the 1980s, no.
Yeah, it's pretty much impossible. But, you know, honestly, we need 80s Vikos. I'm not gonna say anything that will spoil anything.
Listen,
But
all
80s
we gotta
Vikos
do,
is the best. I
I
love
mean,
80s
this is the
Vikos.
whole reason.
80s Micah, all you gotta do is take him
Oh,
out
it's not Micah
to
in
the
the
club.
80s.
Yo, we gotta take him to the club,
What
give
is
him a
it?
shit ton of cocaine, and then he'll be too dumbed up, and then we kill him. All right.
Wait,
Oh,
who's my
Buddy, oh, you guys, oh, buddy.
Tell me.
No,
Is
I
he
will
a-
tell
is he
you.
a
I'm
real
sorry,
person?
Tori, but you'll have to find this out on your own.
I'll
I
send
hope
you a link to the wiki after the game.
You guys, I have
Okay.
to play until the 80s.
Yeah, every week will be a day in real time, and so we're gonna play for the next 40 years. Well,
Yeah,
not
40
40 years.
years,
We're gonna play for the next 300 something, 500 years or so.
I mean, the next generation, we're skipping forward 200 years.
This is fair.
Yeah, jeez, Harry, jeez.
Yeah, man, it's only gonna be 3.5 years,
Yeah,
jerk.
yeah.
Do your
Anyway,
math. Carry to 3. Okay.
anyway, so, you
Honestly,
decide
I'd be
to
okay
go.
with it taking 500 years. This is fun.
Dude,
Having a good
you're not gonna
time.
be alive in 500 years.
Yeah, that's okay. You can have my
I don't know
bones in a
what
giant
Harry is.
sarcophagus, and
You can
Alright.
be Cassandra from Doctor Who. There you go.
All right, so back to the game.
sorry.
It's okay. I don't mind the tangents, but we are here to play. So,
Yeah.
uh, you have successfully stolen the bones of Saint Euphemia, uh, and you are now riding back to Constantinople. You will reach the city in time for dusk, where I assume Rosa is preparing to take another trip to the Library of the Forgotten.
Might get St. George Skull.
So I assume you're all three going there together.
I
Correct.
mean, if they
Yeah,
made
yeah.
it, perfect.
Yeah. I mean, this is a D&D where I roll for random encounters for every fucking mile you go.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like one of my least favorite rules in anything ever, because holy shit does it make anything a slog.
Right. So you reach Constantinople. There's a little bit of worry. You can tell the peasants are sort of battening down and preparing for something to happen. Because they're not stupid and they've been hearing the same news as everybody else.
You going
But
with the fan.
you reach the gates of Constantinople by dusk. You all three journey to the Library of the Forgotten, and you reach there. There, the Obertus monks. You're used to seeing them by now. They're doing monk chores. Uh, you are met by someone who you don't recognize. Uh, but who sort of seems to be in charge. And so, as you sort of approach, um, well, so first you're met by a random monk who says, "My lady," because he recognizes you from the previous times you've been here, and your entourage. Uh, can we help you?
Um, yes, we are obviously just heading. I mean, do we know exactly where St. George's Skull is?
No, you have no idea. Just that they have it.
Damn. Yes, we would like to give penance or prayers.
You could say hold vigil.
We would like to hold a vigil. I love how Rachel's giving me advice on religious stuff. Sorry. We would like to hold a vigil for St. George.
Ah, oh, I don't know if that chapel has been prepared for visitors.
No worries. No preparedness need. We obviously can prepare ourselves.
No, please come with me. And you're sort of led to the same antechamber where you've been waiting before. And again, there is cheese and grapes and wine laid out for you. Uh, so Mercutio, I assume you go for the wine?
Storyteller, you know you don't have to ask me such questions like that.
Okay. You can tell that there is no blood in this wine.
Oh, I'm gobbling it then.
Okay.
Hey, hey, how are you doing? Can I just
All
like
right.
fall so stupid? Oh,
Please don't. We need you.
no, okay. I fell asleep. Hey, you thought I fell, but I know. I'm just joking. Look at me.
All
It's just
right.
wine.
So Mercutio is in the process of getting trashed. When someone
No.
comes into the room, uh, he has very aristocratic features, but is wearing chainmail and a tunic. So he looks kind of like the warrior monks that Rosa is used to leading as Mistress of the Knights Templar. But he doesn't have any insignia to sort of declare his allegiance to an order. And so he walks in, and you can tell he's a vampire because you've had enough dealings with them over the past few days that you just sort of like the paleness, the stillness. Oh yeah, that guy's dead. But there's also something a little feral about him. So whenever you talk to Micah, Micah always seemed like restrained and polite. this guy looks like he would be a lot more comfortable just like out in the woods.
Hmm.
So he says, bonjour, and you can hear in his voice he's French. Uh, what can I do for you?
I don't think you personally can do anything. We are just hosting a vigil, and it was nice to meet you. But
Forgive my rudeness. I am Thomas Farrell. I am in charge of this place when Vikos is not here.
oh, Micah is not here.
Uh, yes, I understand you are working on a project together with the Crusades. They have left for Germany.
Ah, yes. Wait, Loki, Rachel, totally forgot what project we're working on with Micah.
So you established that there are three different vampire powers, sort of just ready to gangbang Constantinople. Vikos said that they were going to go take care of one of the problems, a La Sombra named Lucita causing problems in Germany.
Perfect. Yes, no, we are here to some of us, and I feel like we have a party because my Knights Templar are here, need to host a vigil. Well, I was actually here to speak with you.
What can I do for you then?
I would like to speak in private.
Uh, and so he sort of looks to your companions. If you do not trust your companions, comes this way.
Perfect.
And so he'll lead you to some small corner of the monastery and be like, what is it you cannot tell your friends?
We I inquire about the Giovanni vampire.
Ah, yes. Before they left, Micah said something about that. What is it that you need to know?
I would like to inform you that they have also attempted to gain our trust and loyalty.
Haha. So, this is a negotiation then. How can we meet their price?
How can you meet their price? Is that what
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, like, because you're basically like, they bribed us to turn against you, and so he's interpreting it as you asking, like, can you bribe us better? Because that's how
No.
vampires think.
I feel as though we are all on the side of Constantinople, no?
More or less. The situation is deteriorating. The emperor no longer listens to Michael.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, the Trinity has always had control over the emperor. It is odd that an emperor has a sudden attack of piety and disdains our advice, but as for me, I am pledged to the Obertus. I will protect this library with my life.
While I feel like he is speaking, I assume he?
Yeah, it's a he.
Okay. I feel like I'll use one of my objects to also just slit a little bit to where my blood probably is showing.
We're just getting them all hooked. I kind of like it.
It's a thing.
It is a kind offer. But I think you should know that I follow the divinity within.
Offer. Oh,
Ooh.
are you speaking of my blood?
And so you sort of see him, like the feral parts of his face get a lot more pronounced, and he's really hungry right now. Uh, and you sort of see him like spend the willpower point to keep control of himself.
Yes. I was not offering anything. Me and Mycos are trusted and have a treaty. I would hope as though you would not disobey him.
Wait, no, I never. Uh, I am trusted to negotiate in Vikos's stead, but what is it that you want?
I would like to know what the Giovanni wants with the Saints.
Uh, they are necromancers. They want to control spirits. Uh, I imagine a saint would be a very powerful spirit.
I would love to give you a treat if you would be able to control yourself in order to give me information on how to ensure that Constantinople will be taken care of, even if these Giovanni get the saints that they wish to have.
I do not know that that is within my power to grant. I am but a humble knight pledged to this order.
Can you not control yourself if you receive a payment of blood? Bless you, Rachel. Bless you twice. Hashtag constant.
Thank you. Like, I appreciate the offer, but I have my own sustenance.
And what would that be?
I would not want you to go plundering my larder. You understand. It sustains me.
Oh, plundering as though I am some sort of uncivilized being. I am a duke's here, and I run my own freehold. I do not plunder.
I am sure, my ladies, that you are incredibly honorable. Uh, but what you offer is not something that I want.
I will take my thumb across my wrist, and I will approach. I forgot his name, but I know it's a Mas.
Tomas.
Tomas. And I will be like, I know you want what I can give you, but I need you to give me more information on what the Giovanni will do with these saints so that we can all save what Mycos wants to save.
You offer me some things that I can get elsewhere for information I do not have.
Ah, so you are familiar with the Fae?
I know how to get my own blood, and I do not know what the Giovanni are up to. I do know that they have power over the dead. Having this power, it seems reasonable that they would seek more of it. What can they do with the ghost of a saint? I do not know.
Interesting. And you wish to keep the power within Constantinople, or do you wish to leave with those whom you seek blood and substance from? Because if you do not seek it from me and my kind, you obviously are seeking it from another freehold, and I do not rule that.
I prefer that my dining habits stop being a point of conversation.
Understood. You dining on a fae is offensive. I would love to.
My dining habits to stop being a part of this conversation. This is Nothing to do with the future of the city.
I understand. But as someone of my own blood, I would have to inquire of where you get them.
If I am ever a messy feeder, you will hear of it. I'm certain.
Oh,
Tomas,
okay.
I can see that Mycos and you are of different tastes in general. Mycos has a higher taste because he is allowed to feed on a dukes who has blood that is relatively substantial. Where
Because lacks self-control.
Understood. By the way,
Mhm.
I am hoping that I'm just trying to entertain this person while I'm hoping that my compatriots are going to retrieve what we need to be retrieved.
Okay.
Yes.
It's difficult to tell. There. So this is a very sprawling complex, and there are a lot of nooks and crannies. And as you go down one hallway, you sort of like the Albertus monks are like, "Oh, can we help you, good sirs?" Uh, and pretty much reveal nothing, but kind of shuffle you away from doors. Some of the doors you encounter are locked. Um, it's entirely possible that the Skull of St. George is here, but it would take you a while to figure out where and how to get a hold of it.
Okay, then we need to get this information out of this guy.
So would they be
Somehow.
able to, in all honesty, as Rosa, I am stalling to hope that my compatriots will find what we need. But if they're able to communicate with me that they cannot, I will turn it.
Yeah. So you figure out pretty quickly that you cannot ad lib stealing the skull from this place. If you want to steal it, you're gonna have to plan like a full heist to overcome all their security measures, and then get out without them realizing it was you. Or you could negotiate with this guy.
Tomas.
Yes.
Rosa, you have a lot of charisma. You could possibly do it.
Well, I don't know if you have told me you have failed.
Well, we haven't.
So,
Well,
I will say that Tomas sort of pulled you into an alcove, and you can see a couple polite but firm Albertus monks sort of shuffling Al-Asra and Mercutio back into the antechamber where you wait.
Tomas, I would love my compatriots to be allowed in it, as it is assumed that they need to speak with me.
If you need to speak with them, do not let me keep you.
1 second. And I feel like I go, zoop, little sidebar. What's up, guys?
It's under too tight guard. There's no way we can get it without, like, a serious plan. We need to get this guy to spill it. We need to find some way to negotiate or something.
Or if you could seduce the son of a bitch to follow everything that you... Oh, I'm sorry. If you could seduce him to follow your plans, that would be good too.
Yeah,
but
well,
this is hard.
He has Fey blood already in him. Even though my Fey blood is obviously better, he doesn't understand that. So I would like you to come back in with me, and if we need to handle this in other ways, hopefully we will just persuade him to be on our side.
Harry, I shit you not. If we have to kill son of a bitch, you better not take it from me.
It's all yours, man. It's all yours.
Oh, there we go. All right, continue. Okay, Rosa.
Tomas, these are my compatriots Alasfa and Mercutio.
Uh, bonjour, bonjour. My name is Thomas Ferro.
Tomas, we would like to share with you that we are working with the Giovanni to achieve something in order to save the city that Michael Vikos holds dear.
You have my attention.
We are looking to save the city in order to grant the Giovanni access to saints that they would otherwise not have. And we are looking for St. George, which the Forgotten Library, or the Library of the Forgotten,
I believe the forgotten.
yeah, sorry, um, has the skull that we need. And we would like to confide with you. I would have enjoyed better to confide with my compatriot Mycos, but I understand he is on a mission that is also leading towards the excel and positive reinforcement of Constantinople. So we would like to continue to do this by using the Giovanni for their own with their own needs. So we want to give them St. George while also knowing what they want to do with this.
So you use the skulls that we have in our reliquary.
Correct. We need this in order to help us evade an attack. And then with the already knowledge that we are going to tell you, we hope that you can almost assume what is going to happen with these saints' relics. And I would like to share with you what saints they are inquiring of us and hope that you can handle the Giovanni with our inside information.
I could possibly entertain that as a bargain. But you must add in a little extra for me.
What were you thinking?
Uh, Vikos gave very strict orders. What I should ask for if you should come back, if you should be in need or want of anything. He wants to know everything about you.
Everything about me, meaning he wants my time and my company?
No, everything about all three of you. Four of you, wasn't there a fourth? No, maybe I forget. Uh, your nature is that which drives you and that which you fear.
Yes, well, I would be able to provide that. My compatriots and I do not share the same fears. Um,
Uh, General fears would be fine. For example, both Vikos and I we fears the sun.
right.
Yes.
And so you get the idea that this guy is asking you like, hey, tell me everything about changelings.
Okay. I think we
Right.
can indulge.
Yes, we would very, very well allow him to have these fears. We will allow you, Thomas, to have these fears as long as you give one of my compatriots the skull. Know that what is going on with the saints, so that you and yours, whom I am loyal to already, I would
I will
like to
summon
prevail.
a scribe.
Sorry.
I will summon a scribe. And so he gets up very abruptly because it seems as though the deal has concluded. Uh, Leaves the room. A couple minutes later, he comes back with another monk who has just sort of like a little stack of parchment and some quills and some ink. And so he'll spend like the rest of the night asking you guys questions about what it means to be a changeling.
I do not give him anything until he gives us St. George's skull. And by us, I mean Alasfa and Mercutio get the skull and they get to go take it where it needs to be. I will talk to him. I will spend the whole night giving him whatever he wants, but they need to leave with the skull.
Right. As long
Hell
as
yeah,
you're willing,
Rosa. You
as long
put
as
your
you're
foot
willing
down.
to remain behind as human collateral, Tomas will allow
Well, well, she's not. Well, yeah, okay. Cool. Never mind. I just heard what you said. I'm like, nope, never mind.
Yep. All right. So you give him a whole bunch of changeling lore. You have a skull of Saint George. About an hour before dawn, Tomas says that it's time to wrap up. And he will dismiss you. You will be escorted to the edge of the monastery, and they'll make sure that you leave. But you have all 4 bone sets now. Hooray!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Time to give it to
we
the Giovanni and fuck over Micah, but maybe help the city?
I mean, Tomas, aka Micah's person right now, knows what we're doing, so.
Yep.
Okay.
Word.
So,
Word to Big Bird.
all right. So, do you deliver the bones to Alessandro?
Them bones.
I feel like, would you guys deliver it before I came?
Yeah, well, no, we would wait for your final. I would wait
No,
at least
absolutely.
for your final.
Yeah, I was waiting
go
for
ahead.
you. We were all a group together. We came together to
I
combine
think
it.
The last thing I would say to Tomas was that the Giovannis are getting their bones tonight to ensure the health and safety of our city. Is there something you would like to warn me of, or something that you would like to say before this happens?
None of my kind are trustworthy.
None of what? Sorry.
None of my kind are trustworthy.
That's
Okay.
fair.
But do know that they will have this, and that we will be fighting for Constantinople just like Mycos would be.
We all fight for the city.
Perfect. And then I would go back to them. I would let them know you can give them the bones. Mycos and us are fighting for the city. We do not know what the Giovanni is, and they are not to be trusted. Be careful.
Okay.
Give them the bones.
All right. So do you do anything with them? Do you consult with Maximilian, or do you just hand them all over?
Wow. Ooh, I would feel like I would want our necromancer to look at them first.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
fine.
not gonna-
All right.
I'm sorry,
So
I forgot you were talking about it. Perfect.
So, we are running over, so I'm just gonna sort of summarize.
Keep going. We here for
so-
you. Twitch.tv/the Onyx Path. We're here for you guys.
All right. So, you summon Maximilian. Maximilian sort of like communes with the bones. You can see that he's talking to someone or to people who aren't there. And so you learn the bones of Constantine are real.
Fuck.
The bones of Saint Theodora are real. The bones of Saint Euphemia are fake. It's some
Damn it!
random peasant. But because people have been praying to her for like 1,000 years, she has her own special sort of power now. And the skull of Saint George is a fake.
Well, as long as they'll call off the army, correct? Or
That was the bargain you struck.
they fucking better. I swear to God, in my next life, I will hunt them down if they don't.
We personally don't know if they're real or false when we give it to them, but we know now, but we did not know in general.
Yeah.
They still have some power, so.
You could if you wanted. Because Constantine apparently has very, very, very pronounced ideas on the way things should go. Has managed to sort of accumulate a following while being dead. doesn't want his bones to leave Constantinople, like, at all.
Okay.
So Maximilian says that Constantine would prefer that at least some of his bones remain behind in the city, or at least his regalia does, because he still has a connection to that.
Regalia as in armor.
Yeah, the treasures that Al-Asfa swiped.
Interesting. I did not know he had armor.
Yeah, who'da thunk? Wonder where that went. Funny, it wasn't in the tomb.
Where would this be? He wants his armor to stay.
His armor, his sword, his crown.
Anyone know where that is?
Oh, Constantine knows exactly where it is, and it is wherever Al-Asfa decided to hide it.
Shit.
Ah, well, we will look for that and make sure it stays in the city.
Yeah, they'll
Okay.
stay in the city, fine.
Okay, I gotta
Snitch.
figure what happens to that now.
I mean, I just promised it would stay in the city. I did not know Alas was stolen.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Other than prepare for battle?
I think that we're good. We understand what's going to happen, and we're going to give the fake bones over and see what happens.
Okay.
Could be some
We
fun
will
stuff.
we will deal with that next week.
Oh.
Ooh.
Then left you on a cliffhanger, people.
Yeah, next week you get to deal with Alexei because as you are sort of coming out of your negotiations and grave robbing,
Whoa. It's not grave robbing, okay? There were no graves. Okay, there were no actual graves. We didn't have to go underground and pull up things. You know, monuments, shrines, and mausoleums are not graves. So, hence, we did not.
Debatable.
Hey,
Well-
hey, hey, hey!
Debatable.
A grave is under dirt. Okay.
Not true.
So, to Mercutio, that's okay.
All right, we can have this semantic discussion after we sign off. But
I'm
so
just joking, yes.
you receive the news that the excommunicated crusaders from Zara have set sail for Constantinople, and they will be here in a matter of days. And with them is Alexei, the emperor's grandson. He obviously wants his throne back. You
He also
spot
knows us, right?
Yes. You spot people trying to stir up the mob against the current Emperor Alexios. But because someone told Alexios to be good, they're not succeeding as well as they might have otherwise.
Okay.
And so we'll call it here.
Okay.
Thank you all so much. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for playing. If we just want to do a quick round of self promo, let's start with Rob. Tell us a little bit about what you're up to and where we can find you.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Rob Fury here. You can find me on all social medias at official Rob Fury on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and on top of that, I will be streaming live on Twitch starting next week at official Rob Fury. I will be streaming Smite, Battleground of Gods. That's a cool little MOBA game that you can fight with mythological gods. And on top of that, you can always check us out at Bells of Fury, me and Tori Clark, because we are making awesome content. Great photo shoots are coming out. And I may say, foreshadowing, there may be a brand new project coming out in the next 2 weeks that may be involving some hilarious stuff and some dogs. Just saying. Just saying. Check us out.
Awesome. Tori, how about you? What are you up to? What would you like to promote?
Yeah, I guess I would stick with the Bells of Fury. I also have Boss Mode Initiative as a podcast, which is more of a mindset type of thing versus like nerdy artsy thing, which I'm usually into nerdy artsy stuff. And Scarred Lands is also a game that you and I play,
Yes.
Rachel, which is super fun. Love D&D, love doing the artsy nerdy stuff. But yes, Bells of Fury, boss mode, and myself, Tori Clark _ boss mode is just putting out a lot of stuff. So please follow.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And our resident techie, Harry.
Yes, I
what are
got
you
all
up
the same
to?
old shit. Saratoga by Night, Controlled Chaos, my YouTube channel, Sleebrecat, all that fun stuff. Follow me on Twitter, Harry_Wyckoff. New project, though, that is Wednesdays from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It is called Violet Cove, and it is a Monster Hearts 2 actual play, run by my dear friend Max, who played Cyron who played Cyron in Controlled Chaos, and who played who played Emmeline in Saratoga by Night Season 2. It's doing well. You should check it out. Our first live stream of our Session 0 had like 58 viewers, which was crazy for a Session 0,
Awesome.
much less. And you should come check it out because it's a lot of fun and it's exciting.
Awesome. So as for me, my name is Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I don't have anything of my own to promote at the moment. I've got a bunch of cool stuff in the works. As soon as they're published, I will totally brag about all of them. Also, our absent player, Panda, we miss her. She was feeling poorly tonight and so couldn't make it. But please check her out on Vepels. She runs some part of Canada at Midnight, which is great. It's based in Canada. It's a World of Darkness LARP network, but you don't have to be in Canada to join. And they are putting some of their chronicles into high gear right now. It's not too late to join. Definitely worth checking out. So, again, thank you all so much, and we will see you next week for the conclusion.
Bye.
Bye, people. Take care.